Okay, so here we are. It is a blustery day. The clouds really set the tone. This is absolutely stunning out here. And what have we happened upon today?
Totally different landscapes than what we normally film in Nevada. We're in North Dakota and we're in a little ghost town. I'm not going to give the name away to protect it for obvious reasons, but this was a railroad town and it was established in 1908, and there's still a few buildings left with very little vandalism, hence we're keeping it a secret. But what I will say is that the main Milwaukee line came straight through. So let's take a look.
First things first, study the rail car.
Yeah. So prior to 1908, it did actually have another name, but it was the person that dealt with the railroad. It was named after him. So the name did change. Oh, wow.
You hear the...
Yeah, the train.
What is that? Is there an actual train coming?
Yeah, there's a train coming through.
Well, that was pretty interesting. A little train going through.
Yeah.
So here, okay, so it's just
Storage.
oil
It's a bit
storage.
stinky.
Yeah, you can smell
There's
the
another
oil.
train coming through.
Another one.
Yep. Wow. Adam, eat your heart out.
I know.
So let's take a look at the schoolhouse.
All right.
And we do have to watch for ticks.
Oh, great. Okay. Inside. Oh, the floors are in good shape,
That's
so I
what
think
I
we'll
mean,
be all
yeah.
right.
There's virtually zero vandalism. This is just natural.
Natural decay.
Yeah.
Well, there is. Okay, so I guess those are blackboards.
Yep.
So there is some. Looks like somebody has painted, but
It's not a horrible.
it's actually very nice.
Yeah. So this is a two-room schoolhouse, and it used to have the children from all the little villages in the area, because this was never a big town. I think it only had like 67 residents.
Right.
And it had not barracks, station houses, because they were all train workers.
Yeah. I just love the old building techniques.
Look at the ceiling, the roof.
I know, it's like
And there's a little crawl space.
yeah, so there is a modern ladder somebody has put to get up there. But the plaster over top of the cladding there, I mean, it's really cool, really neat. I mean, they have done, some artwork, but it is very nice artwork. It's not graffitied up, it's not...
Not that we agree with what they've done.
No, but at least they have done something presentable,
Yeah, I mean, I've got all the background history on this place, but looking at it and seeing that there isn't any graffiti or vandalism, I think it's a good idea not to give out the location.
Yeah, the wall is leaning pretty severely.
I know, don't touch the wall, it's going to go. Well, a little bit more art. Sue, hooligans. I don't know what this room would be, because it's meant to be two-room schoolroom. That large room was separated.
Yeah.
Maybe this was kind of like for kids, the babies, like a, what do you call it over here, kindergarten?
Yeah, well, kindergarten's 5 years old, so like a preschool or...
Okay. And then you've got Trumbull Electric. Haha, that's pretty neat.
And then again, just love the large windows, all the light that's coming through.
This is such a neat building. And in here, this would have been the cloakroom. They've still got the pegs on the wall for their coats. And there's an old stove. And the floorboards actually, no, the floorboards are actually okay.
That is really cool.
Isn't that neat? I think that was the second room, an add-on. Look at the roof, where the ladder is.
Oh yeah.
You've got a tiled roof and then a bigger pitch.
Yeah, like the cedar shake roof, and then yeah, it's like this was building we're in now, the main room, was added on at some point.
Which would make sense because I read it was built as a two-roomed schoolhouse. So that would be one room. And then that little room that we said that the young'uns would play in, that would be the second room. So this was an add-on. Now I do know that the whole town was deserted by 1930. That's when the post office closed. And that's when it officially became a ghost town. But I don't know who the last residents were here.
All right, so we're also curious about what this guy here would be.
Wouldn't this be part of, I mean, it's metal, wouldn't it be part of the chimney or fireplace or?
That, I mean, it doesn't look, you would think so.
Because it's, I mean, it's circular and it's got patterns on it.
Yeah, I say it's.
And it is metal. And is that inside, is that a, mind the hole, is that a fire sealant in there between the two?
Oh, that could be.
Huh. Another thing. Let us know what you guys think out there. What is this? What was it used for? And there's two huge holes in the floor that are deliberate holes. But
Yeah,
I don't know
lined
what.
with metal there, sheet metal on the side.
Do you think that could be where the a stove would have been then?
Seems to be weird, kind of like right there.
But there's no chimney.
Yeah, there's nothing in the roof. It's right there, kind of in the, well, not in the middle of the room, but you know, far away from that exterior wall.
Take a look at this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but would that be for candle? Where you put the candle in?
Yeah, that's,
I mean, this was built in 1911.
right. So that would be my guess, right next to the door.
Let us know what you think this is. Is it a candle? If it isn't, what is it? Comment down below.
You know, those 3 miniature silos on the side here. so neat to see this stuff just left to the elements.
So I think, well, this has been used as a dumping ground, but I wonder whether or not this was one of the station houses for the employees for the railroad. I mean, it's kind of long
Oh yeah.
and barracks.
Yeah, there is just a bunch of...
You've got an old stone fire pit, metal and concrete, cement.
That's cool.
Oops.
And yeah, the rest
So,
is just...
Yes, it must be. Look on the floor. So this looks like it was a walkway.
Mm-hmm.
And you had separate doors going in, like a couple of apartments.
Yeah, very low ceiling.
Yeah, or perhaps they were only little in those days. Little like me. I'm going to say it. 5'3½", and that half an inch is really important. So you've got some pledge, some cleaning fluid on the floor. This looks like it's been used in later years, though.
Yeah. And oh man, is that a leather jacket?
Yeah. I'm just a bit curious about this floor. Oh, I've seen a newspaper. Let me see if I can got a date. Is it a newspaper? Now, I do know we have to watch for animals, because I have seen some scat, and we have seen some raccoon footprints in the mud as we were walking up. So I don't think that is a leather jacket. It's
Not. Just has the appearance.
yeah. Or maybe this was just a workshop. Because you've got, or maybe it was both. I don't know.
Okay, there's another one of those large cylindrical. Is that a heating?
That is a
stove?
heating thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think that could have stacked on top of it?
Well, the other one had a big opening like the front of this one does. So it was just turned upside down in there.
They've got plywood on the floor, which is newer.
Yeah, this new particle board down on the floor here. But yeah, there's that.
Look at all the chairs.
Like a boiler type almost.
Oh my goodness, there's kind of like so much to see.
Yeah.
That floorboard doesn't look too good. Not going over there.
Bunch of wood scraps and old rocking chair over there. Bathtub in the back.
Is there?
Further back over there, you see it?
There's a rocking chair here.
Shred mill right here in front.
Cool.
Yeah, just
Wouldn't
chairs galore.
Wouldn't that have been spooky if we'd walked in here and that had just been moving?
Yeah, there's an old stove over there. We're not going to walk on that side just because there's a lot of broken glass. We don't know what the flooring looks like underneath the items, and what we're walking on right now is a bit squidgy, so...
This must have been a workshop because you've got, or at least maybe later, you've got all loads of doors here stored. Some of these are earlier, later than 1930s.
Beautiful. And the windows and all kinds of...
But look at these old chairs, they're fantastic. A bathroom basin. And you've got a cash register, remains of. And also, I'm just going to No. There's a load of scat in there. But over there, there's a load of jars and pots and pans. Can you see the deer? Just over there.
He's staring at us.
Oh, there's two.
Oh, there's another one coming.
Aren't they cute? Oh, and they're
And
gone.
the other way. So on this side, we have like, looks like all of this fencing and posts of leftover I don't even know.
I know what these are.
Oh yeah, what are they?
These are stockyards because this town in its day had the largest stockyards in the whole country.
Oh wow.
So these must have been them.
And there is one more little dilapidated. It also looks like a storage shed over there in the distance.
And then we've got another. You're watching for ticks.
I'm looking for ticks. The ground's super uneven. Snakes. Anything else that could be creepy?
Like a spider.
Oh, yeah. So a few more. Looks like another silo here. Smaller building. And look at that. So are those all... Okay, so from this distance, I can't tell if those are insulators hanging off that top or not. We'll get a closer look.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if this was the largest stockyard, or if these are the stockyards, then I don't know, what would they do with those?
Well, I guess they could be, like I said, we'll get a better idea when we get a closer look, but just also the view around this hole. It is just absolutely stunning. Okay, so... Oh, shit. Okay, watch the ground there.
Yeah, I just fell in one as well.
Okay, so like wooden pegs. You can make them out. It's not focusing in on them. Just next to us here, we found the remains of the well. I guess you can get a little bit better look. So that's like the top post. Let's get in on that right there. So those little pegs, those are what we're referring to, that are just hanging from the top.
We're going to have to... Oh! It was a piece of wood. Did you film that?
Yeah, and my heart's like pounding 2 miles a minute right now. 200 miles a minute.
We're going to have to check for ticks before we get back in Tonto.
Oh, fun. Favorite thing.
You know, whoever did this graffiti, this artwork, they actually is pretty good. They've drawn another train.
Yeah,
And
train, townscape.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not new. It looks like it was done decades ago. Okay, just another woodshed. I'm not going in there though, the floorboards look a bit.
Yeah, you can smell the mold and mildew.
And there's a second room to the right.
So pop up. Get a glance over this direction. Another little crawl space. And can we lean in and see what's in there?
That piece of floorboard there's okay to tread on, right by that spring. There, that's it.
Okay. And just more of the same. All right, so we've been debating on walking over that direction to look at the shed. From here, it's just an empty shell with the roof collapsing in and tall grass. It's a bit hard to maneuver through, so we're gonna kind of give that one a miss.
Oh, nasty.
What happened?
So that's all flooded underneath, the whole basement. I don't know how deep that water is.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's creepy.
yeah. I don't know how close we can get. So there's a fence here, little metal fence. So this is all subsiding, this one.
Yeah,
Big
big time.
It's a shame, it's a quaint little building. It's just got storage stuff in it. It's like windows. Mind there's a metal fence just where you are.
So yeah, there's just extra windows and things in this one for storage. We'll walk around the outside, see if there is a way in, but also look at the foundation here, the cement.
You can see the basement had windows as well along here.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that is actually quite deep. You can see.
Oh wow. Hey birdie. So yes, this is another one we won't be stepping into.
So the entrance is around this side.
Messy.
You can kind of see how deep it is. The water goes up to the door handle. You see? So that is a couple of foot deep.
Yep, can only imagine what's hanging out down in there.
But there's machinery in there.
Fan.
Haha. It's a shame I haven't been able to find any like paper or anything with any dates.
Yeah.
So we do have one more building. See if we can get into it. And that's the grain elevator. Is that what they call them?
Yeah, we normally would call them silos, but I
Silos.
guess since those are so tall, it's a grain elevator because it's quite large.
So let's go and check that out.
Hello, Tonto.
Let's take a look.
So the square building, that's the grain elevator. So obviously that's where all the equipment is to sift the grain to each of the silos. I believe that's what those are still called, the silos. You can see it runs down from the top to fill them up. Pretty neat, so hopefully we'll be able to get inside. Here's the basement. ice cold air is flowing out of here. There's no other ways to get in. They have two, looks like brand new garage doors, which are both locked up pretty good. So, and the smell coming out of here isn't very pleasant. So in the middle of the silos here, found some of these levers attached to some pulleys that go out and across. So again, another thing we don't really know a lot about is farming. So are these pulleys to open certain doors to let the grain go in, or we're just kind of curious as to what those would be used for. So the old town's just over there. You can see some of the remnants, and the field next to it. There's a whole bunch of old vehicles, barrels, machinery. You can see like an old, whoa. Hold on, I'm bracing ourselves. The wind we've been battling the wind walking up the railroad tracks here. Yeah, lots of old farming equipment. There's a boat over there. We would love to get in and check some more of this stuff out. It is behind the fence, and the tall grass has proven a little bit difficult to go through. Like I said, we stumbled upon that well by sheer accident. One more step and we would have been in it. So I think that's going to wrap up this one.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed our first ghost town of North Dakota. And on that note, get out there, go and explore, put another pin in the atlas, and we will see you on our next adventure. Bye.